and I went and talked to them about WonderSafe, what we were building with WonderSafe, my company and my startup. And then after the presentation, we were invited outside to take photos with the delegates. Some of those photos you can see on my Instagram, so they're still out in the public. But what I didn't know about it being sunset and next to a pool of water, I had been bitten 3 times on my left ankle, and I didn't know it. And then I left Nigeria, went via Abu Dhabi to India, did Hive India, spoke at the Australian High Commission, met with some of our customers, and had a week-long trip in India, my first time. And then I flew back to Australia on a Wednesday, changed my luggage, and on Thursday I flew with my best friend to Boston on a trip that I'd won so randomly. But I also had some meetings with a woman from the US State Department that I am in part of a working group with her for the Women in Security Council. Her name's Carrie. So met with Carrie, did her podcast, had lunch. We walked around Harvard. We went to see the Red Sox play, had a girls' weekend, and on Sunday we were in the airport waiting to fly back to Australia, and I didn't make it out of the lounge. I had deteriorated, and so much so that my girlfriend was really worried about me and concerned, and had been messaging her boyfriend going, "Steph's not right." And in the airport lounge, the Delta Lounge in Logan Airport, I had a seizure and was non-responsive, and the paramedics carted me out of that lounge on a gurney, and I would be in a coma for 2 weeks. So when I woke up, I had come through severe septic shock, complete organ failure. That parasite, cerebral malaria, that mosquito gave me in those 3 bites had basically begun to take over my body. So I had a ninja inside me trying to kill me. And the data around cerebral malaria and survival, cerebral malaria kills 97.7% of its victims. So it kills fast. It is a single winner game. There's no, neutrals. And most of the time, and much like my instance, the victim falls into a coma and then goes undiagnosed because it's just such a random thing. Even in my situation, the ICU doctors it took them 20 hours to figure out what was wrong with me, and I was rapidly declining. And when they were told test for parasites, when they knew I'd been in Africa, they started looking for parasites, and that's when cerebral malaria showed up. So, that was the beginning of a very long journey.